The big story, it seems, here at CE Week is actually two: smart TVs and Ultra HD. Everyone is showing that's here with a TV set is showing Ultra HD models. Many of them now are having smart TV features, whether it's web browsing, game playing on the television set, etc., etc. Sharp is introducing a new LED UHD set that's coming out. We're expecting the people from Sony to do a panel later this Wednesday afternoon about their plans with both Smart and Ultra HD. And also, a lot of people here are waiting to hear what's going on at Google I/O in San Francisco with the announcement of Android TV. And maybe the possibility that Mozilla may come out with a Chromecast Roku-like device. So that's where things stand, as we are now nearing the midway point of day 2 of CE Week in New York.
Here we have the new Steadicam Curve, which is designed to work with GoPro cameras, specifically for action sports enthusiasts or anybody who wants to shoot with a GoPro, and it could be a consumer all the way up to professionals who are using it right now. The very cool thing about this is that you can use it as a traditional Steadicam, here you can see, or you can lock it down to get a firm grip. So let's say I want to shoot from the sidelines, I can use it as a Steadicam. Or if I'm on a snowboard and I'm shooting my buddy who's on a snowboard, then I can lock it down and get a firm grip. Nice thing about this, GoPro cameras now are HD or even 4K, so we're seeing it's being used for broadcast use. Hollywood is using it for a lot of instances, as well as all the action sports guys. $99, available in 4 colors.
We believe in storytelling about the power of technology, whether we do a kids show, moms, boomers, so we look at technology as it relates to your lifestyle. We're here today doing fashion wear, which is the latest in wearable technology and creative technology making a fashion statement. So the next generation of young designers coming out of design school are creating unbelievable fashion using high tech in a couple of ways. Some embed sensors. So for example, you could have a dress that notifies you when you get a phone call, or measures. We had a dress that shows your galvanic skin response, so knows if you're nervous when somebody's approaching you or not. We have dresses that are powered by kinetic energy, dresses that show your tweets on them. You could ask why, but the point is the technology is enabling us through sensors and Bluetooth to embed them in our clothing. The second thing are new fabrics made of nanotechnology. So imagine a jacket that finally says, I don't need you anymore, make me warmer or make me colder. That's what jackets should do. So you've got that. And then you've got the fitness wearables. So things that are measuring your constant body state. Now you know that bodies were usually measured when you were in the hospital and sick. We now have the ability to measure everything that a doctor would measure in an intensive care unit all day long, all the time, to gather that data and create a picture of you. And that could be whether the student is engaged at school, whether you are burning enough calories, whether you are eating too many calories, how you sleep, whether there's enough oxygen versus carbon dioxide in the air. So this movement, loosely called the quantified self, is changing not just what you know about you, but then you take that data and compare it to everybody else, and all of a sudden you can spot patterns. When do most people jog? Where are the pockets of diabetes, and how can we treat them? So what's happening is phenomenal. Used well, it will make more engaged, healthier people. Used poorly, we have no privacy at all. It's just beginning to tap into this power. Right now, there are companies like NeuroSky and Emotive that have brain sensors. They measure your alpha waves and your theta waves and can test your level of engagement. So imagine knowing when your audience is engaged and in what. You also have truly interactive TV. For a lot of sports, imagine watching your favorite golf game and then being able to simulate that golf swing and perfect that golf swing with a personal coach. So I think the television delivery mechanisms are going to learn how to be interactive with this technology more than ever before. That may mean online dating media services, that may mean monitoring your own body, but it also may mean the media knowing and targeting you when you are in the most aware state to receive their message.
Essentially what we're providing is a touch interactive experience with video. So wherever that video goes, your information can be ported and goes with it. That interactivity includes everything from educational applications to e-commerce, as we're all used to today.
And how will this impact media, do you think?
With the consumption of video online, on mobile devices, increasing dramatically, we believe that this will add another dimension to that video experience, how we consume content, how we get. So with data, what we do is we track the information. Everything has an analytical component to it. So that interactivity is tracked. Who's using it? How is the end user interacting with the video itself? And that information then can be looked at and used for future campaigns, deciding on changes, deciding on focus, essentially like a focus group.
We build the Tableau HD PVR. So what Tableau does is records free over-the-air HD TV. So rather than paying $85 a month to Comcast or Time Warner or Dish, we offer a solution that allows you to record, playback, watch live TV, any device in your home, tablets, smartphones, TVs, using Roku, Apple TV, Kindle Fire TV boxes, on as many TVs as you want devices for a very minor subscription for the guide data. So the value proposition is really around empowering you to watch that TV on any device you have, give you a modern touch-based interface that's a joy to use, that uses rich cover art and icons, and to save you money. So you can cut the cord on your cable or satellite subscription.
How many channels are you getting right now?
Well, right here, let's take a look. So here is the channel lineup. I've only selected the HD channels, but we're getting, I'd say, about 25 or 30 channels. And that's just in downtown Manhattan. We haven't optimized the antenna, we just placed it in the window.
This is our flagship product, the 4-in-1 lens. The one side, you get the fisheye effect. If you go from picture to video, it gives you a much greater area than your iPhone normally would. If you turn it back on the photo and turn it around, let me show you here, it becomes a wide-angle lens. As you can see, your field of view becomes wider.
Wow.
And then underneath, what you do, you unscrew the top lens, you take it off completely, get close to the object, and you get 10 times macro lens.
Wow.
And the other side works the same way, you unscrew it, it becomes 15 times macro lens. And the other lens that we have is dedicated specifically for the macro photography. If you shoot macro, if you shoot details up close. Great story about this lens, you just snap it on. The hoods over here are designed for you to lessen your work and make it easier. You just place it right on top of the object.
Wow.
And you get great detail. One side is 14 times, the other side is 21 times, and underneath is 7 times macro.
So here's our printer, and it's a 3D printer, and we have the application, so we can print from the phone. So just launch the application, you can browse a library of objects and select one, launch the print.
And this is a 3D printer?
That's correct. So that's a 3D model here, it's loading it. Connection is a bit slow.
And how does it work? How does 3D printing work?
Well, it deposits, so it melts these plastics, and he deposits layer per layer with a nozzle. And so he's going to deposit a full layer, right? And then he's going to move down a bit and deposit the next layer and move down a bit. So we end up with a full object in the end, right? So that's this object here. So we can just scale it to whatever size we want, okay? And then click print, and that's it. It's gonna start.
The product we're showcasing today is the TiVo Romeo Pro. Essentially what this product does is allows you to watch live and recorded TV from anywhere in the world. So the Romeo Pro, some highlights is that it has 6 tuners, meaning you can record up to 6 shows at once, 450 hours of HD recording. Something really cool is that I'm from San Francisco and I'm connected to my box at home, and on the way here I was able to watch live and recorded TV straight from my box. Some cool things that we have on the box right now is that if you were to go into Browse TV and Movies, we have some really cool collections up. July is binge month, so over here we have a bunch of collections that you can binge on: Breaking Bad, House of Cards, and even scrolling down, we have some really cool and funny binges like Bill Murray binge, Broken Heart binge. Another interesting thing we have going on is for the World Cup. And if you're following the World Cup, with one click, you're able to record and watch World Cup games.